Yeah, hello guys. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the Football Fan Zone with your boy Timber Banks. And like you all know, guys, we're going to be talking about transfers. The latest transfers going around. We're going to be looking at it. And please, if this is your first time of coming across the Football Fan Zone, please kindly subscribe, or let's do a deal. By the end of the video, if you love the content, please subscribe and also like the content. Today we're going to be talking about transfers, and we're going to get into it together, guys, because there has been some latest development happening. You know, for me, I don't know if it's possible or not, but we're also going to be looking at it, and you also let me know what you think about it. Do you think there's a possibility that it can get done? You will let me know on the comment section, guys. Now, this is basically everything we want to discuss about today. Arsenal is making a game-changing move for behind Osimhen and Alvarez. Um, Trust me, I know you won't believe it, but I see Dortmund, Bayern Munich is demanding 55 million pounds for both Mazui and Matthias Delete. For me, I think that's a good deal. I don't think it's a very very expensive deal to make. I just believe 55 million pounds for Matthias Delete and Mazuri. I think that's the best deal United can uh, do, and I believe it actually you know it's what will I say? It's fair enough. But let's kick off the show with Victor Osimhen. Let's kick off the show with Victor Osimhen. Now, Arsenal are on the verge of signing the two hottest prospects in football. I'm not saying they're going to sign both of them. What I'm trying to say is that they are actually looking at the possibility of getting one into the club because we know where Victor Osimhen stands. The situation with Osimhen, where he stands, we know where he stands. So, of late, Arsenal have been looking at what's his name, Alvarez, and we all know what Manchester City have actually decided. Alvarez would go for. For me, I don't think it's going to be easy to get Alvarez because there are other clubs, involved. Looking at him as well, not just um, Arsenal. There are other clubs also looking at Julian Alvarez. PSG is one of them. Atletico Madrid is also one of them. But I guess at the end of the day, we will see where he ends, and if there's a possibility he goes at all. Because for me, sometimes there's so many reasons why a player might be wanting a move. There are so many reasons why a player will want a move. And now this is what it says here, and it's coming from the Daily Mail. And it said Julian Alvarez is being monitored by Arsenal after his public exchange of words with Pep Guardiola. But Gunners may need to sell more players to fund a move for the 80 million rated Man City star. Now, the thing is this, guys. Do I think Alvarez is worth 80 million? Of course, I believe it's worth that amount of money. Do I think Arsenal will be in a position to go and get Alvarez for 80 million? I will say no. I don't think so. Because, okay, let me don't just conclude. There's a possibility Arsenal might have that 80 million to sign Julian Alvarez. But is it advisable to sign Alvarez? For me, I would say no. And the reason why I would say no is that you can take 40 million pounds right now and go and get Ivan Tony. And I believe Ivan Tony is a better, no, I wouldn't say he's a better. I believe it will suit Arsenal more. Ivan Tony, Dominic Solanke, Alvarez as well. So for me, if you give me the option of signing Alvarez for 80 million, I wouldn't do the deal because I believe that there are still strikers out there you can get for cheap. But let us move on with what the article says. And it says that Manchester City striker Julian Alvarez has reported emerged as a transfer target for Arsenal. Alvarez has scored 20 goals and provided 9 assists in 67 Premier League appearances for City since joining the club from River Plate in 2022. However, he started last season FA Cup final on the bench, having also only featured as a late substitute in both legs of the City Champions League quarter-final defeat by Real Madrid. Um, the 24-year-old recently claimed he would decide his future after representing Argentina at the Summer Olympic Games in France, of which they are out because France defeated them yesterday 1-0. Alvarez said last season, I was one of the players with the most minutes at City, but in the end, you don't like being left out of important matches. You want to contribute. And I buy into what he's saying, and I agree totally with Alvarez. Honestly, I agree with everything he's saying. If you ask me, I will tell you I agree with everything he said here. Because I believe if there was a player, to play against Real Madrid, and that was where Pep missed it. Pep missed it. You know, Playing Haaland in both legs against Real Madrid was a mistake. Because if there is something, you know, that first leg showed me, not even the first leg. I think last season when City won the Champions League, it was the same case. Alan was a passenger when they played against Real Madrid. It was a passenger. And I never would expect that Pep Guardiola was going to make that same mistake again by using using Haaland over what's his name? Alvarez. There's a reason why I would always take Alvarez over Haaland is because he offers you a lot. He offers you a lot. He can play as a 10, he can play as a 8, he can play as a striker as well. And his link of play is exceptional. Like Erling Haaland has nothing when it comes to that link of play. Erling Haaland has absolutely nothing. And that's why for me, I would always go with Alvarez. So I understand what he's saying here, because in that match against Real Madrid, I was expecting Alvarez, or okay, let me just say the first leg, Haaland played the first leg. It was no show because Rudiger Rudiger did a very, very good job on Haaland, home and away. And I was thinking when they were going to, was it the Etihad or Bernabeu? No, yeah, the Etihad. I was expecting that um, Pep Guardiola was going to probably put him on the bench. Because when you go for a game of that magnitude, you want everybody to be on point. You want everybody to play it should be 11 against 11, not 10 against 11. And that day, the second leg, it was 10 against 11 because Haaland was marked out. Like he did absolutely fuck all. You know, and it still surprises me that even in the second half, Pep did not even make attempt to take him out earlier. So I do understand everything he's saying here. I honestly I agree with him, man. Because I believe he would have offered more to City than Haaland. He would have offered more. Now, moving on, it says here, I will take my time to think about what I want for myself. We will see after the games first. If I can, I will take a few days off, then we will decide. City manager Pep Guardiola was asked about the comment from Alvarez and replied during the club tour of the USA. I don't think about replacing. I knew he said he would think about it. Once he has finished thinking, his agent will call and we will see what happens. I know he wants to play important moment. Yeah, but the ones do too. 18, 19 players as well want to play big games. Now it's not just about everybody want to play big game. You know, sometimes it's about the players you believe can offer more. Honestly, you believe you want to give chance to the player that can offer more. And when it comes to Pep, Haaland, if this Haaland can offer more, Foden, the same thing. And this is the same reason why Kopama left as well. This was the same exact reason Kopama left. But moving on, um, it says here, I read I read what okay, I read. He wants to think about it. Okay, think about it, and after that, he will inform us what he wants to do. Let me just skip that. Okay, now according to the Mirror, Arsenal are monitoring Alvarez situation following the Guardiola's seemingly blunt message to the striker. It is claimed that the player would likely command a transfer fee close to 80 million pounds, including add-ons. I think that was 70 million plus 7 million on add-ons, if I'm not mistaken, which was around 77. Basically, you can put it as 80 million, like it says on the article. And Arsenal may need to sell players before they are able to make such an expensive signing. Emmy Smith Rowe recently left to join Fulham in a 27 million deal, while fellow homegrown starlets Eden Ketia and Reece Nelson have also been linked with possible moves away. Alvarez played 90 minutes. Yeah, they lost the game. So for Arsenal to actually get this deal done, like it says on this article, they will have to sell more guys. Also, United Address, how are you doing? I hope you are good. Big up to you, big up to you, big up to you, big up to you. So for me, what I will say is this: Arsenal needs to sell more players to be able to do a deal like this. Arsenal needs to sell players. If I'll be honest with you guys, but the honest truth is that I don't think or believe Arsenal should be looking to do a deal like this. And the reason why I say that is that I believe they should be going for something cheaper. You know, I believe they should be going for something cheaper. Let's say around um it's around Ivan Tony. And Ivan Tony will only cost, like it has been said, it will only cost nothing less than 40, 50 million pounds. And that way you're able to save money. So I don't think Arsenal monitoring the situation of this guy is a good one, because the likes of PSG also are interested in Alvarez. PSG are interested in Alvarez. Chelsea also have also been interested in Alvarez. You know, so that's why I think just go for a player like Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is also a good player. If I'll be honest, guys, Ivan Toney is also a clinical striker. He will give you the same exact thing Alvarez will give to you, or even more. So for me, I honestly believe they should be looking to get an Ivan Toney into the club, or Dominic Solanke. Do I think they will get a deal done? Nobody knows. But I know Arsenal, they've got the funds to do it. They are just being careful because of the FFP. Man, your stream at night in my country is now night 12 to 1. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alvarez should go to Barca. Barcelona also don't have the money to do the funds. United is red. That's the problem. Barcelona does not even have the money to do a signing of what's it called, Nico Williams. How much more Alvarez? Alvarez is, they're talking about 80 million pounds. Barcelona don't have that kind of money. Mazri going to Manchester for medical tests, but it has not been finalized, man. It has not been finalized. But I guess you might say that deal is almost done as well. You might say that deal is almost done. Now, moving on, I want to touch on Osimhen as well. Osimhen, the reason why I'm touching on Osimhen is because all these reports, that have been linking Victor Osimhen to these clubs and everything, like it's also another deal that will not be easy for my Arsenal to do. It's another deal that will not be easy for Arsenal to do. The only club that have that upper hand right now to make a deal happen is what's it called? Chelsea. It's Chelsea. And the reason why Chelsea have the upper hand is because of the fact that Chelsea have what's it called? Want. Chelsea have a player that Napoli want. Conte have said it before he even joined Napoli that he wants Lukaku, and he wants absolutely nothing to do with Osimhen. He has made that clear, and that's why I think if there's a club out there that'll be able to do a deal with Napoli for Victor Osimhen, it's Chelsea because they've got the upper hand. They have a player Napoli wants. Several clubs have decided they are not going to pay the release clause. PSG have refused paying the release clause of Osimhen. Same with Chelsea as well. Just that Chelsea, and Napoli offered Chelsea, um, what's it called? Osimhen, a loan, an obligation to buy, whereby Lukaku moved to other hand to Chelsea, and if Osimhen comes to Chelsea, if Chelsea are able to get a Champions League spot, then they will be obligated to sign Victor Osimhen. But like we all know, Victor Osimhen that believes is what is not, and his agent came outside to say those are fake news. That his client will not be going for probably is a big player, and loan deal is not something they are looking to do, and they're making things worse for this guy. I know Manchester United always go to South Africa for preseason, but the honest truth is that, like I think the last time they came here for preseason was 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was 2010. The last time they came for preseason at South Africa was 2010. It says if Barca signed Alvarez for 80 million, it's like giving. It's like giving the whole club for him. United is ready. You're something else, man. Chelsea is perfect for Victor Osimhen. Barca not going for Nico. They're not going because they don't have money. Barca going for Daniel Mo. The reason why they're going for Daniel Mo is because Daniel Mo's deal is kind of cheaper to do. That is the reason. His deal is cheaper to do. That's the reason they're going for Daniel Mo. Because his deal is kind of cheaper to do. So now, this is what Fabrizio Romano said. Victor Osimhen was not even included in their friendly game against Girona. Napoli and Osimhen camp keep working on solution for Victor to leave, as Antonio Conte only wants Romelu Lukaku. Now, Napoli have looking for the best way they can assist Osimhen in getting a deal out of the club. But his agent and Osimhen are not looking to do that kind of a deal. And it doesn't make sense to me, man. Because it makes me wonder and ask myself, what does this guy think he is? Does he think he's just this exceptional player? Because for me, I won't lie to you, man. I won't lie to you guys. I don't rate him. I honestly don't rate Osimhen. I believe he's good. He's a player that can just aside the fact that he can, the only thing he has is pace and aggression. He's not clinical. And that is the honest truth. He's not clinical. He's not. Osimhen is not clinical. He's not somebody like Haaland, whereby he gets one opportunity, he banks the goal, or Mo Salah gets the ball, one opportunity, they bank the goal. He's not. And this is why I said, if it comes to the Premiership, he's going to get exposed. He's going to get exposed. And again, he's injury prone. You can see it there. Like, for a manager like Conte to say he does not want to have anything to do with the player, you ask yourself why. Because he doesn't think he's good enough, man. So basically, for me, you might as well say the manager believes Lukaku is better than Osimhen. But if you say it anyway, they want to kill you. But when a manager comes and say, mark that word, Conte, Antonio Conte he only wants Lukaku, nobody else, no other striker. He wants only Lukaku. So that's why making a deal for this guy right now is going to be very, very difficult. And this is why I believe it's going to be difficult is that Napoli are still keeping their mind on what they want to earn. They want what they want. They want what they want. And Napoli will do whatever they can to make. We know how Napoli is. Napoli as one of the one of the hardest club to do a deal with. It's Napoli. It's Napoli. And United is asking why Barca not have money. The reason why Barca don't have money is that they pay players too many money. We saw how much they were paying Messi. We saw how much they are paying Frank de Jong. We saw how much they are paying Lewandowski. Like, it's crazy whereby Frank de Jong and Lewandowski in a whole year they earn 71 million pounds and 71 million euro. 71 million euro. And Real Madrid are paying Vinicius Junior, Jude Bellingham, and Kylian Mbappe. Three of these guys. Three of these guys, their salary wages in a year is 73. So make it make sense. How is Barca paying two people 71 million and Real Madrid are paying three superstars, young lads? Lewandowski is old. The young is injury prone. And we know how much they paid Messi. Those are the kind of decision that kills that is killing Barcelona right now. Honestly. Barca are so broke that their owner are using Nokia so that they can sign. Man, you came outside today, want to banter, you want to just banter these guys, man. You want to banter these guys. Victor Osimhen is a good player, just overhyped. Honestly, I've been saying it for a very long time, man. He has been like that guy, they overhyped that guy, man. He's a good player, no doubt, but man, the overhyping they put on him is what that makes him, makes it look very, very difficult. Now, my conclusion on the Alvarez and Osimhen deal is that I believe it will be very, very difficult for Arsenal to get Alvarez because I believe there are so many clubs that will also be looking into making that deal. As it is right now, Atletico Madrid are looking at him, PSG are looking at him, and I know Chelsea are also looking at him. Chelsea are also looking at him. So that deal will be very, very difficult for Arsenal to do because Arsenal needs to sell players to be able to do that deal. They need to sell players, which is why I believe it's going to be kind of like difficult for Arsenal to make a deal happen for that guy. Now, let me just touch on Manuel Gatti. Manuel Gatti coming from Fabrizio Romano. United just said De Jong and Lewandowski are the owner of Barca. You can say so because you can see how much they earn. You can see the ridiculous amount they earn. Now, moving on, let me just touch on Manuel Gatti. And it says here, Manuel Gatti keeps waiting for Manchester United as he agreed on personal terms 2 weeks ago. He wants United. Manchester United and PSG remain in contact. Loan and obligation also discussed. Outgoing kills for Manchester United, but Ugarte remains top target. Sofian Amrabat also on the list. Now, this is the problem I'm having. This is a problem I am having. And it's a very, very difficult situation for what's it called? For Man U. Because for players to come into the club, Man U needs to get rid of players, honestly. If we are going to be honest with each other, the likes of Scott McTominay needs to go. Lindelof needs to go. Harry Maguire needs to go. The reason why you look at it, see this transfer window is kind of like slow, taking time. It is because of the likes of these players. They need to leave the club. They honestly need to leave the club. And the way these guys are moving, they are not really indicating that they want to leave that club, which is sad. They are not indicating that they want to leave the club. And what it does is also just making things very difficult for Man U to bring in players. It's difficult, which is why sometimes I just wish the likes of Qatar had gotten the club, because if Qatar had gotten the club, to get rid of players would be very, very easy for them. They would have easily just ship people out. But it is what it is, man. Honestly, it is there. The deal is there to be made. The player has already chosen to come to United ever since. But Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Lindelof are the reason why this deal are not being done. Honestly. And I would love to know how you guys feel. You as Manchester United fan, how do you feel that these guys are refusing to go? Now, this is what United Address said here. It says United we will sign Manuel Gatti at the end. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Yesterday's stream was fun. Yeah, man. I've got G's, man. I've got awesome people, man. Like big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody that was on the panel yesterday. Now, we have to pay the late 55 million, and I will be happy because of Euro. And basically, it's not just the late. This is why I don't know why Man U are still delaying that deal, because I believe 55 million pounds for Matthias Delete and Noussair Mazraoui. It's a good deal. It is a good deal. Honestly, for both players. For both players, it's a good deal, man. 55 million pounds. Just pay the money. And they come into the club immediately. They come into the club ASAP. But I don't just know what they're waiting for, man. I don't know what they're waiting for. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I don't just know what they're waiting for. Now, let's moving on. I want to touch on, like I said, I want to touch on Manuel Gatti. Okay, I'm done with Manuel Gatti. I think I want to move on to. I want to move on to the Mazraoui deal. The Mazraoui. Now, this is coming from what's it called? What's his name again? Um, Santi Hauna, and it says here it's almost a done deal. Mazraoui will join Manchester United. Bayern Munich authorized Noussair Mazraoui to join Man United. The Morocco right back will take a private jet in the next day in the next days. If nothing changed, medical test booked on Tuesday. Contract valid until 2029 plus 1 year in option. Eric Ten Hag wants Mazraoui for the Community Shield. Now, the honest truth is this, man. I will not come here and just celebrate this, because how true this article is, I don't know. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, how true this article is, for me, I don't know. But all I can say is, if there's any truth in that, then it means these guys are really, really working very, very fast and very, very hard. They are working very, very fast and hard. Just that you can see the intention is there for them to get rid of players. Just that the incoming is good, but the outgoing is crap. And sometimes what you need is the outgoing to move fast. They need to move fast, which is why I think Scott McTominay, 25 million, 20 million, take it. Let him get him out of the club. 20 million is okay. Take it. Get him out of the club. One Basaka, 15 million, 80 million. It's okay. Take it. Get him out. Because we are in August already. We are in August already. And I can tell you, I think 15 or 16 days from now, the season starts. And the next thing you see, you might end up having the likes of Harry Maguire staying, the likes of Scott McTominay staying. Then, when you want to sign players, you want to sign, it becomes very, very expensive. And this is something we saw happening with Anthony. It happened to Anthony, whereby they went back now and made panic buy, signing Anthony for scrap amount of money that is not even worth. Honestly. Aaron Basaka to West Ham. Expect here we go tomorrow. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. What is it? Mazraoui, good signing for me because he can play. Yeah, that's one thing I like about the guy. He's a good player. He can play both sides. That's one thing about him. Um, so if there's one thing I like about this Mazraoui is the fact that he will play both sides. And the next truth is that as he's coming into Man U, he's going to play as the left back because I'm not sure Luke Shaw will be ready for the Community Shield. And Luke Shaw, by the way, is always injury prone. Now, United is saying at this moment, the late is not good. Okay, it's not about good or bad. We overpaid. We have to pay 55 million because of Euro injured. But let us see, because the way they are acting, they are still acting as if they're not going to overpay for him, and it's a good way to go. You know, you don't want those guys, knowing that you guys are really, really, really kind of what's it called, desperate. That's what you guys don't want to do, for them to know that you guys are desperate. But moving on, guys, I want to just touch on Newcastle. Newcastle have tell Arsenal final decision on Isaac future as Gunners looks to boost our forward line after quoted price tag 15 million earlier this year. Now, Newcastle have already reported made up their mind on Isaac and delivered a verdict to suit Arsenal. Isaac was hold on. Okay, I thought I was seeing something. Thought I was seeing something coming out. Okay, no, it was just a Man City signing a player. Man City signing a player. Yeah, it was not important. Now, Isaac was there. Like we all saw what he did last season. We also what he did last season, and what he did last season have attract interest of the likes of Chelsea, the likes of Arsenal into looking at him. But would you blame Newcastle for putting that amount of money on him? Because he scored 25 goals, and um, as Newcastle competed in the Champions League for the first time in 20 years, then his goal scoring feat bettered only by Helen Haaland and Kopama in the Premier League at clubs like Chelsea and Arsenal salivating. Newcastle demanded in excess of 115 million. Wow. And how much they paid 63 million pounds for him, and they are demanding 115. It's not bad. You want to make profit on your signings as well. Plus, he's still very, very young. How old is he? Not even sure. I'm not even sure how old he is, but I believe he's young. Yeah, he's 24. So, um, by the way, Chelsea were unable to make that deal happen. That's why they left because they deemed it too expensive, and I don't think Arsenal will be able to do that deal either. I don't think so. But moving on, guys, I want to touch on Conor Gallagher because sometimes there's kind of um situation that things will be like, and it's not looking good. But one thing I don't understand is I don't understand fans sometimes because fans will tell you um, you need to be ruthless, and Chelsea are being ruthless right now because for me, Conor Gallagher is a problem. Yeah, honestly, if you want to see out your contract and live for free to have a better deal, that's up to you. Because for me, I believe you are earning enough money. You are earning enough money already at Chelsea. You are earning £50,000. Big ups, Noah. Big ups to you. Big ups to you, Noah. Big ups to you. You're welcome to the chat. You are earning how much? As it is right now, he's earning £50,000 at Chelsea. Chelsea have offered him 2 years contract plus a year option. He turned it down. We saw Tottenham gave for him 40 million. He refused going to Tottenham. Aston Villa made a club record fee of 60 million plus to Chelsea that got accepted by Chelsea. He rejected it. Now you have Atletico Madrid coming in with 45 million euros for him. And yet, he's still finding it difficult to make a decision. What I don't understand is this is the fact that you have fans saying it's a disgrace at the way he's been treated. And for me, you would not, I wouldn't say so. I would not. You want to tell me, yes, it's fine and good. It came from the academy and everything. But as it is right now, the manager they've got at the club, the manager they've got at the club, the way he plays football does not suit Conor Gallagher's style of play. And people are making it seem as if uh, the decision Chelsea are making, they are only making it now. That decision, Chelsea have made this guy understand that it was up for sale last season. Last season, they've made it that he was up for sale last season. The only person you blame here is Pochettino. Pochettino kept playing him, did not just stop at playing him, but also gave him the captain band. Then he made it seem as if it was the project. Like it was part of the project of the club. Of which that was not the case. And they've told you time and time again, dude, you are up for sale. Okay, fine. You don't want to go. You want to fight for your shirt. How about take the contract they offered you then? You rejected it. So he was expecting a new contract in the magnitude of your 5-7 years contract that was given to your the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Nicolas Jackson and the rest. Of which it doesn't make any sense to me because the current board did not sign you. They did not. And they've came and wanted to sell you. And if you are looking for a team that will play your style of play, there's no other team that can play your style of play in the world than Atletico Madrid. Though it was said that they were having a second meeting today. It was said they were having a second meeting today because they did not want the same decision to happen that happened between Rudiger. Let me just go through the article here. And it's coming from the Daily Mail. It says that Conor Gallagher locked in talks with Chelsea locked in talks with Conor Gallagher to avoid England star going into exile after he was told he will not be part of the first team squad as Atletico Madrid deadline for the Blues midfielder to agree £34 million move. Now, Atletico Madrid have came outside to say Enzo Fernandez have until on Sunday, which is tomorrow, to make a decision. I've seen backlash from different fans. There was one clown that said, "If Conor Gallagher leaves, we riot." That's rubbish. That is crap. Because I can also always make excuse for Chaloba because I believe Chaloba is a good player, and I believe at Chelsea centre back, Chaloba is better than whatever they have in the centre back here. The only person that was better than Chaloba was Thiago Silva. Even at when he was 39. Thiago Silva was the only player that was better than Chaloba in Chelsea's defense. Chaloba is better than the Sassi. He's better than Badishiu. He's better than Fufana. Like, when I say better than whatever they have in the center back, I mean every fucking body. But the other truth is that the reason why they want to sell Chalobah is because Chelsea, whatever amount they get for Chalobah, goes straight to the it's 100% profit for Chelsea because it came from the academy. And I understand that. And the reason why Chalobah have been kind of reluctant to leave is because he wants to play European football. It is painful that when Bayern Munich came for him last season, he didn't take the deal. I didn't know why he didn't take the deal. Maybe he never knew this kind of situation was going to come out. That whereby there will be a conversation of him leaving the club. But in the case of Conor Gallagher, dude, Lavia is better than Conor Gallagher. Enzo is better. Like, everybody in the midfield for Chelsea are better than this guy. Which is why I don't understand this nonsense or what the fuck you think he is. Honestly. Now, this is what Chelsea said. Chelsea have warned Conor Gallagher that he will be frozen out of Enzo Maresca first team because it does not suit the Italian possession-based style of play. With the England international holiday cut short as it was called for crunch talk to avoid going into exile. Atletico Madrid have had 34.1 million bid accepted for the 24-year-old. And the La Liga side wants an answer from Conor Gallagher by the end of the weekend. It is possible he could stay, though it was speculated on Thursday that he would be forced to train with the academy, if so. Of which I will not blame Chelsea. Honestly. If that guy is forced to train with the youth team, honestly, I will not blame Chelsea because Chelsea have done everything they can to do a peaceful deal for this guy. No, remember, I'm not signing any player. They're not signing anybody. Oh, I've got a lot. I have Man U, PSG, Chelsea. I don't have Chelsea. I have Man U, PSG, Arsenal, Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Tottenham. Those are just I have. So Harry Maguire man, Harry Maguire of Jones. My God. I think you will go with Phil Jones, man. Adi Maguire. If Conor Gallagher go to any club, I will say he did the right. Like, he does not want to go though. You know, Chelsea have Sarr, and nobody knew he was even Chelsea player. Don't know him, and also manager. He's also getting. He was getting 200,000, not 100,000 or 120. It was 200,000. But at least with Sarr went on loan. He went to go and play outside. He went on loan and came back. They sold him. He left for free. So if Conor Gallagher is thinking that he wants to leave Chelsea for free because he's going to get a good deal, then he might as well do it. But he must also be ready to live with the repercussion because he will be forced to train with the kids. That's the thing. He will be forced to train with the kids. That's what I see here. And for me, I will not blame anybody. If he is forced to train with the kids, I will not blame anybody. The blame will be on him. The blame will be on him. So that's what I think here. Now, I want to just share a quick update on the Victor Osimhen's situation coming from PS, PYS. And it's from Fabrizio Romano on Watchback. It says Chelsea's situation explained. Chelsea have not discussed an obligation for Osimhen because it will be too expensive. Chelsea, on a permanent deal for Osimhen, would have to be giving Osimhen the same salary as is on Napoli. Imagine this for 4 years plus. Then the transfer fee. Today, this could be complicated for Chelsea for P and for FFP. This was the same with Nico Williams, Osile, Olise. Players appreciated massively by Chelsea, but the financial package is a lot. Osimhen is not opening the door as of today to a straight loan. If he does that, say no more moves for Osimhen in the next weeks, then we will see. But Chelsea don't have the green light from Osimhen for a straight loan move. Only way change Osimhen mind on a loan move or find a creative formula. Now, this is the problem I'm having with this guy. Like, I don't understand this guy called Victor Osimhen. If you know you were in for the money, why don't you just fucking go to Saudi Arabia? You should have left the club and go to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia were offering you how much? This is what I don't understand with some players sometimes. When you had a good season, you thought you were everything. Even Napoli, they offered 130 million for this clown. They offered 130 million pounds for Osimhen. They refused the deal. There were talks of giving him £1 million a week, which was $52 million in a year. He turned it down because the clown believed he was what he was not. Now you're not able to repeat what you did or the season before. It's not a problem. You are finding it difficult to repeat the exact same thing you did last season. All of a sudden now is a problem for you to make a move, to look for a move. You want to leave the club. It's easy for everybody, anybody that will consider signing you. It's mad. And it is good that it has been, it has been explained in this magnitude because people will always believe that it's coming to Chelsea, it's going to Chelsea, it's going to Chelsea. But it's a good thing that if they take their time to explain everything about the deal, which means Chelsea would have as well gotten Nico Williams, Olise, but because of the financial package, they were unable to get him. Now, Victor Osimhen, if you know it's about money, not about career anymore, you might as well want to go to Saudi Arabia. And besides, even the Saudi Arabia as well are not even coming for you. That's how you know you have messed up your career. It's crazy. And this is why I said when he lashed out at coach, at Nigerian coach, I said it. You have never played for top club. The coach you were lashing out played for Ajax, played for Barcelona. It was like at his time, he was one of the best wingers in the world. You just overhyped crap. Because for me, I believe you are overhyped, overrated. Because if you are good enough, they will take the risk and sign you. Nobody's going to take the risk. It tells everything you should know already. If you really know you want to leave Napoli, reduce your money. Reduce your money. Um, Ch- you know Chelsea. Okay, I've done that one already. Um, let me have so many Chelsea. I only have one. And Liverpool away one fake United jersey. Man, problem with Osimhen, not nobody gonna pay you one. That's the thing I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna pay that amount of money. If I was playing in good street footballer, Chelsea will side me. Barca also broke that they have no chef for money. So the honest truth is that if you as Osimhen, you know you still want to play football at top club, then you all what you want to do, well, have simply has done it. Philip Coutinho took out £10 million from his salary to, to complete the deal from Liverpool to Barcelona. Those are kind of sacrifice you want to do. Those are kind of sacrifice you also want to do. But moving on, we have seen what's it called? Dortmund. Dortmund, I think Olympic Marseille have agreed a deal with Dortmund. And it's coming from Bessel Romana. It says Yusufa Mukauko have decided to join Olympic Marseille despite bids from more than five clubs around Europe. Mukauko wants Olympic Marseille project. Personal teams agreed. Negotiation on the way between Olympic Marseille and Dortmund on loan deal with buy option plus. Here we go soon. Now, do you know what this does to Arsenal? That conversation of Arsenal wanting £50 million for Eddie Nketiah dies down because what I see here is this guy is being signed to occupy the position that Eddie Nketiah was going to come and occupy. So this, cancel that deal for Arsenal. That deal that Arsenal wanted to do, this automatically kills it. So I don't understand in what world does Arsenal believe that Eddie Nketiah is worth 50 million, even 30 million? In what world? What were they thinking? What were they smoke to believe that Eddie Nketiah, you will get £50 million for Eddie Nketiah? Sometimes you ask yourself, who are these people that make decisions for clubs? Who are they? Who are they? Probably they don't have money to. They want to sell to buy. That's what Arsenal wants to do. Looking to whatever money they get from selling their players, they also look to use that money to also buy players. But that's an interesting one. It's interesting. Yeah, Mukoko joins Marseille. That's good. Marseille are cooking. Yeah, you can see that they are cooking. Marseille are cooking because they've got Hoiberg. They have Greenwood. They've added Mokoko to it. They are cooking, and I think they have one young lad as well. So they are really cooking, and with the kind of manager they have, Roberto De Zerbi. We all know what Roberto De Zerbi is capable of. So man, they are guys. They are cooking. Really. They are cooking. I agree with you. They are cooking. They are cooking. Now moving on. Now we've seen Girona have signed Romelu um, Oriol Romero to Girona. Here we go. Done with Barcelona for the midfielder to rejoin the club on loan. Romero has accepted as Tiamanti report. He set for medical test this weekend. He was one of the priority targets for Girona this summer. Fact, he's a good player. He's a good player, no doubt. He's a good player. So clubs are moving with players, moving very very fast and very very good. Um, Let me just touch on Ari Wan-Bissaka. Let me touch on Ari Wan-Bissaka. And this is coming from Plattsburgh. Coming from Plattsburgh. And it says here, uh, after Fokro, Rodriguez, and Somerville, West Ham now pushing to finalize the deal with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. West Ham United confident to finalize the deal in the next days. But now, no agreement with Manchester United has been reached. Formal agreement with Wan-Bissaka is done as review contract until 2029, and no agreement with FC Bayern and Man U about yes. So I guess we just have to just wait and see how long it will take. My prediction: Manchester United versus Liverpool. Zero. You don't want to predict that because this guy is balling as well. What's his name? Anslot is balling, and for you, Manchester United, you guys are still yet to no style of players yet. Still, no style of players yet. Still, you know, and already people are already making excuses for the manager. It's just crazy, man. It's too early for this bullshit. You have people making excuses for Tenag already, and it is his third season. It is his third season, and somebody is already making excuses already. Now, this is look at what somebody said. This is coming from Mark Goldbridge, and just imagine this clown. Like it is mad. Look at what he said. He says, going to be a very interesting match against Liverpool tonight. A team ready and used to playing football in that club with a new manager against a team that we mainly been made up of Soja, Murillo signings. There's a lesson there to somewhere. This is bullshit, man. Like this guy is a disgrace. And it pisses me off that this guy, like I ask myself, how does this guy have the biggest United fan base in the this guy's a clown. This guy is a clown. His third year, third season, he has spent roughly 500 million pounds already. And no style of play. And you come around talking crap. This crap right here. This is nonsense. It's nonsense. So basically now, a new manager that is coming in, like he's making it seem as if we have not seen a situation whereby a manager takes over a team that is good and makes them crap. And what you don't understand is you are saying they're playing ball. They are not playing ball on that club. What they were doing well, but they were a transitional team. But what they are doing under an Slot, they are playing ball, playing from the back. On that club, they don't play from the back. So it's not because you want to make a stupid excuses for Eric Ten Hag, because you want to make a very stupid excuses. Peradventure, they lost the match against Liverpool. So Enos should just make an excuse that what is it called? That they've got players from what's it Morio and Sujak. This guy is stupid, man. Very stupid human being. And Postecoglou came to Tottenham. He had players that was from Morio, players on Conte. He was still able to play good football. If you are a good, proper manager, that is what you do. And Postecoglou came into Tottenham. They had players, Ben Davis, Eric Dyer. Those are signings of Conte, signings of Jose Mourinho, and even the one before Jose Mourinho. But he came in and he still played ball, played good football. These are stupid excuses, man. You don't make stupid excuses for a manager. Don't. And what I say, if this guy does not perform this season, sack him. I'm sorry, man. I'm not having it. This is bullshit. Now, look at what this guy said now. He's a Liverpool fan. He says, going to be very interesting match against Manchester United, a team that has 2 full seasons, spent 450 million pounds, won back-to-back trophies under the same manager, against a team that will be mainly made up of a squad and youth players, and a manager that has always that's just here, that has been here for 3 weeks. Make it make sense. This guy is just blabbing. Then he says, "Don't start with all these bullshit excuses, Mark. As much as that goes, you are sound. I rate your side part, but when and slot um red are running rings around you, you will soon realize you are a very small fish in the gigantic pond." It's crazy, man. And this guy says, "Yeah, it's Eric Ten Hag third season, slot second game. You are acting like this already." It's mad. Honestly, it's crazy. Those are stupid excuses, man. Stupid excuses. West Ham are cooking, buying players like Kilman, Fokro, and Samavi. We'll just have to just wait and see what they are able to use them to do. West Ham should go for Shallow for 30 million. Yeah, he's not. He's he, Liverpool fans will say 7, even if we win after 75 times after that. Yeah, I hope it's not chilly though. Be I hope it's not chilly. But it's mad, man. I'm sorry, you cannot be using that as an excuse, man. Ah, come on, man. Ten Hag has been here for many years. He wants to still be making excuses for him. Ah, come on, come on. You can't do those kind of bullshit, man. He has been here for too long, so right now he should perform. He has been giving money to sign players, and they are still looking to sign more players for him. The only thing is he can do for them is just perform, win games, play good football. And by the way, they've told you they've taken a pressure off you. They've taken a pressure off this guy. They've even said to him, they said to him, no pressure, no pressure. All these guys want to see is good football. They want to see good football. That is all these people are asking from you. They're not asking you to go there and win games and do whatever. They just ask you to just play good football. Let them see that progression. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, honestly. But it will be interesting to see how that ends up going, man. We'll see. Interesting. Let's see how that ends up going. But when you look at this West Ham team, honestly, it's a good team, man. When you look at this West Ham team, I won't lie to you, man. It's a good team. You know, you have Ariola in goal, Kiman, Zuma, Wambasaka, and Emerson. Then you have Paqueta, Alvarez, Kudos. Then Somerville, Bowen, and Fokro. It's a good team. Honestly, it's a good team. But it all boils down again to the manager. If the manager is able to bring out the best out of these players, because it will not make any sense that we're here talking about it's a good team, and yet the manager is not able to bring out something productive. He's not able to bring out a good result from these guys. And from the players I've seen so far in that team, you would expect a lot more. You know, you would expect a lot more from that team. But I guess we just have to just wait and see how that pans out, man. Because sometimes injury also can also be a factor that changes the team for everything. Oh man, West Ham looking okay, team looking good. Honestly, yeah. Bye bye. I have to go and sleep. Okay, bye bye. I'm also made the show about any the show as well, bro. About good night, man. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, G. Good night. Fuck, let me just check if there's anything else I've not really touched about and spoke about, man. But this guy pissed me off. That guy called my garbage. He pissed me off. That stupid thing is what you're just saying, man. Rubbish. I've never seen somebody that can talk crap like that guy. Talks rubbish. But I've been saying it for a very long time. I think he does PR for Ten Hag, man. That's what I think. It does PR for Eric Ten Hag. That's what I honestly believe. It does PR for Eric Ten Hag, and that's why sometimes she comes out and talk crap, talks rubbish, man. But I think that will be all. Let me just I don't know if any club are going to come out for this guy, man. But Bruno Gimenez, because he has said, he said, I am very happy to be starting another season with this club, and that has done so much for me since my first day here. Another dream has come true. Being the captain of this team is everything I have always dreamed. Wow, but never imagined. Wow, so he's their new captain. Whoa, that's a big one. That is a big one. He's the new captain of Newcastle. But don't worry, guys. If anything breaks, we report it. I don't know what time United are playing, man. I don't know what time they are playing. I was thinking of doing the watch along though, but I don't know what time they are playing. It will be interesting to see though. But that will be all for me now. For me, your boy Tamabas, guys. Whatever breaks, we are going to definitely report, to it. Big ups, guys. Big ups, guys. Big up, big ups to everybody on the chat. United is red. Come on, you make my stream, man. You made my stream, man. Don't worry, I'm going. I think it's high time we'll make you our first moderator. I think I need to put. I think I need to just. I need to look upon. I'll check out to make you. I need to make you the more our first moderator, man. Let me just quickly. Let me quickly check it. Check it. Because you're always live, always available on the chat. So I want to make you our first moderator. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I've made you our first moderator. United is red. You are our first moderator. So, guys, like I said, man, let me go and take some rest, man. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching live, please subscribe. If you are new to subscribe. And shout out to Noah. Noah, big up to you, Noah. Big up to you. Thank you for coming on the chat. Big up to you, Noah. Thank you for being on the chat. Big up to you. And please don't forget to subscribe as well and share as well. So that will be all for me, your boy Timo Banks. Guys, I'll see you guys on the next. I just need to just find out the time that watch the match between Man United and Liverpool is going to take place. Let me see if there's a possibility I can do the watch. And thanks for watching, guys. Good night.